Just after Christmas in 2020, there was a terrorist attack on United States soil. Have you heard about it? I'm guessing no. The reason is because the media doesn't want you to hear about it, because it was a terrorist attack that was committed by far leftists. You might call them eco-terrorists. This terrorist attack left thousands of Americans in the blistering cold without any source of heat. It's evil. And yet the mainstream media won't cover it. This is another example of their very selective news coverage. They're running interference to protect their fellow leftists, even when they committed an act that is this cruel, frankly, just outright cruel. So I guarantee you've heard nothing of this story unless you're from the town of Aspen, Colorado, which is where it took place. It's one of the reasons you should support people like me, the independent media. Even if that just means telling your friends or providing moral support, we need an independent media now like no other time in the past. So anyway, police found the words "Earth First" written in black marker on the pipes at several of these sites. That's apparently the eco group, the leftist group, that's taking credit for this attack. They apparently tampered with flow lines and turned off gas lines. ABC News covered this once on their site, and it seems to be the only mainstream media source that even covered it at all. But it never even made it to the air on the day of the event. It never made it to TV. A terrorist attack on US soil. Nope, not worth covering. Nowadays, you're only a terrorist if you wear a Trump hat. So the FBI is allegedly looking into the group Earth First, and I imagine we'll get a report about that around the same time that we get a report about what happened at the Las Vegas Country Music Festival. Do you remember that? One of the worst massacres ever in the United States? The worst massacres of our age? Still no motive. They're busy looking at Trump supporters instead. So anyway, at these gas lines there were apparently no security cameras, but the police chief, a man named Bill Lynn, said the sites had security measures, but they were overcame by the saboteurs in this case. So I do have to wonder if some of these people were employed at the gas company. We'll find out, hopefully. Though not due to the FBI. Thousands of people and businesses were left without heat. And to really kind of put this in perspective, the temperatures during this period were about 0 degrees Fahrenheit. For the international audience, that's about negative 18 degrees Celsius. I mean, that is blistering cold. That is dangerously cold. And it would be incredibly cool to leave people without heat in those temperatures. Lynn, again the police chief, said that the police department handed out about 6,000 portable space heaters to try and compensate, and frankly, to try and save lives. Because these leftist eco-terrorists were leaving people out there to freeze. Black Hills Energy, which is one of the main gas companies in the area, said that crews had to go to each natural gas meter to turn them back on manually and to manually relight the pilot lights. It took over a week, a while during that time people were, again, without heat. So what's the moral of the story here? Apparently it's, if you dress like Antifa and commit an act of terrorism, both the media and the FBI will ignore you. At least, I'm not recommending that anyone do that, of course, but it's clearly an effective strategy. The media will work together with, I don't know, the deep state, the shadow government, whatever you want to call them at this point, to cover up acts of terrorism and indecency by far leftists, and we're seeing that more and more. Wait, if you enjoyed that video, please remember to like and share. I can't grow without you. Also, if you want to be reliably notified of new videos, don't forget to subscribe to the newsletter. If you're able to support the production of these videos, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe at Subscribestar, or maybe get one of the healthier products, or even get some merch.